So today I worked from home and did not feel very productive. So I thought I would share 3 pros and cons of working from home as a real estate investor. So working from home is great. My office is in the basement. It's a little chilly, but it's quiet, which is it's good to be able to do whatever I want whenever I want. So I don't have to work if I don't want to. But there's some pros and cons to that. So I get to choose my own schedule. Number one, great reason to be a real estate investor, full-time, and work from home. So the pros obviously gives me freedom to do whatever I want whenever I want, like I said. But the trouble is I have trouble turning it off. Like I have things that need to be done, bills that need to get paid, people that need to be followed up with, investors I need to contact. So my mind is constantly running. So although I can choose when I work, it's very hard for me to turn off my brain. So the visionary in me is always thinking of the next big thing or always wondering if I forgot something. So pros and cons, I get to choose my own schedule. The second one, I get to choose my own income, which is great. So there's no ceiling on how much money you can make in real estate. You can make millions, you can make $50,000 a year if that's where you're comfortable, and you can get to that point and you can just stop working and just relax. So that's great that you can choose your own schedule, and it's great that you can choose your own income. But the con to choosing your own income is that there is no guaranteed income. So unlike your typical W-2 employee where you go to work and then you get paid every other Friday, that is not guaranteed, by the way. Lots of people are getting laid off right now. It seems guaranteed and it seems comfortable until it isn't. So those of you that are thinking that you're safe, it's always better to have a plan B, and I think it's always better to be in control of your own destiny when it comes to your finances. So that's why I chose the entrepreneur route. I can see why some people think it's more risky. I think it's more risky to put all of your dependence of income on someone else, but I digress. So you get to choose your own income, but there's no guarantee of income. So for me now, with the rentals that I have, I'm blessed that tenants pay, and with enough tenants, someone's always not going to pay. And right now we're constantly going through an eviction every day. We're in the middle of an eviction, waiting for court or filing paperwork or whatever. Once you get to a higher level, it just becomes a day-to-day routine. But income is not guaranteed, so we have to stay on top of the tenants that aren't paying. I have to constantly be looking for more deals, just because you might find 3 good deals today, and if you only bought one, thinking that you can buy another one in a few months, it might not be there. It very well might be. You might even buy a better deal next month, but you never know. And so the not knowing is a con on choosing your income when it comes to being a stay-at-home real estate investor. So number 3, the pros and cons of working from home is you can't choose your children's schedule. So all my dads and moms out there, I'm working from home. I'm in my office. I'm in a groove, and what I tend to do is build up tabs throughout the day, and then in the afternoon I start clocking out all the tabs, because one thing will lead to another thing, and they're all good things, but I can get caught up in the grind of it, and then at the end of the day I start closing the tabs out. But in my brain I have all these tabs open. So the pro working from home with children is that you can stop whenever you need to. So today they all came running downstairs. Dad, there's a mouse in the house. There's a mouse in the house. Turns out it was just a prank. They had a computer mouse that they had caught under a bowl. Freaked me out though, because I thought it might be a mouse. So I went running up there, and I can stop. And we all had a good chuckle. Ha ha, funny. But the con is that when you have so many tabs open and you have to abruptly quit because there's a diaper that needs to be changed, or there's something that comes up, it's hard to transition. I carry some of that stress from the workday into the next activity, unless I have the ability to properly wind down. So I'm working on that. Like I said, my schedule is, I'm working on controlling my schedule is one of my main goals this year. But that's it. I mean, working from home, it's hard to clock out sometimes since you're at work at home. So anyway, just thought I would share that real quick. That's just something that I'm going through, something I'm working on, and something that other people might need to consider before they think about, hey, if I wish I could just quit my job and do real estate full time and work from home. These are my pros and cons. I get to choose my own schedule. which is a pro and a con. I get to choose my own income, which is a pro and a con. And you can't choose your children's schedules, and you can't choose when your kids turn something on and when your brain turns something off. So it's always fun. But anyway, thanks for watching. More to come.